I hate talking in front of the camera. DoorDash. I'm gonna talk about DoorDash, and is it worth it? Was it not worth it? First of all, DoorDash, you see all these reviews online, and it's all bullshit because DoorDash is a different company to work for or drive for than in every market. Every market is completely different. So someone could say, DoorDash is great. You do this, you do that. Well, they live in freaking Seattle or Vancouver or freaking Midwest. So it doesn't matter if you live in Manhattan. So they're crazy. They're crazy people. So DoorDash completely depends on the market you live in. Okay, so I'm in the central New Jersey market, the Jersey Shore. What I'm trying to say is this market is completely different than New York City. New York City is completely different than St. Louis or like suburbs up there. And it's completely different than like an open space like in Connecticut or California. So it all matters about the density, the demographics, and how popular DoorDash is if they're competing with other like apps. Now for my market, I've been doing this. I left my one part-time job to do this. I still do the sushi about 40 hours a week because it's not worth the risk to quit your main or quit any job to start doing DoorDash full time. Even though the money can be good, it's probably not going to be that good. I'll try to get into that later. How it works is the activation, you do a background check. It takes about a week to get confirmed. They send you a shitty delivery bag, which is shitty delivery bag. Where's the shitty delivery bag? Did I throw it out already? No, here's the shitty delivery bag. This is a shitty delivery bag they send you. The zipper broke after the second delivery. I wouldn't recommend using it. So they send you that. They make sure you haven't killed anyone or gone to jail or you're a child molester in the past 7 years or any major traffic violations, and you'll pretty much get approved. How it works is you deliver for any restaurant now in your area that has pickup is now a delivery restaurant. Pretty much the only restaurants that DoorDash doesn't work with are like the fancy, just dine-in only restaurants. But any other restaurant you can order from DoorDash with. Now, if you're a customer, why the hell would you want to pay extra for a third party to get delivery if that restaurant offers delivery itself? I found out about this because the sushi place I work for has delivery, and we started doing DoorDash, which is crazy because you get charged, the restaurant gets charged more and the customer gets charged more. But it's convenient because it's on an easy app, and like little kids like to order food all the time, so I don't know. The restaurants either have, they're partnered, so you just go in and pick up, or it's a pickup and you have to pay with a red card, which is this. You pay with a red card. Or you go into a fast food place and you order yourself and you pay with a red card. See, I don't mind going into fast food places. I know a lot of people complain. Actually, I like fast food places because I get to control to see what they put in it, so I know if they're messing up or not. Other people are, I guess, just lazy, and they don't like going into fast food places and having to make sure the order's right themselves and having to wait in line to place the order. You know, fast food places are usually quicker than the places you just pick up from because it's fast food. And I have delivery, and I'll get back to this later. Okay. Okay, so where was I? The three type of restaurants. There's partnered. I think there's partnered where you pay with the red card, and then there's non-partnered. I always go in with my delivery bag to a partnered or pickup restaurant that isn't fast food to look professional. I don't know. I always, unless it's fast food, I always go in with showing that I work for DoorDash and come in with my delivery bag, because the restaurant I work at, you get these. The owner was saying to me, "Man, that guy looks homeless, and he's delivering for DoorDash. I mean, he's wearing baggy jeans. He's wearing a backwards hat. I mean, neck tattoos. I mean, you don't want someone that looks like that delivering for your restaurant, especially if it's partnered. I mean, that looks bad on you. I mean, at least he should be marked, and at least bring in a delivery bag. I don't know. The two type of people, the drivers around here, it's either the homeless looking people, like that don't care at all, that will probably get deactivated in the time, but because this is new to our market, it's only been around for a couple months. Or you get the retired people that are extremely slow. Extremely slow. Like, you got people in their 70s that take their good all the time, and they might even get deactivated. I'll get into that later, why they might. The app itself is okay. I mean, sometimes it freezes. Sometimes it sends you to across like 20 miles, which is crazy for $10. A good rule is $1 per mile. If you're getting $1 per, if you're always, I always accept an order that's $1 per mile or better that you're getting. Because sometimes like in the southern region, they send me all from Bayville to all the way to Point Pleasant, which is 25 miles away, for a $10 order. I almost accidentally chose one because it was like, $17 for an order. Nope, they want you to go from Bayville. I was in Bayville making delivery all the way to Point Pleasant, and then from Point Pleasant to Belmar, which was like 28 miles. Like, nope. No, DoorDash, don't trick me like that. Now, DoorDash is great until something goes wrong. So far, I had 3 out of the 88 deliveries I've taken, 3 have gone wrong. The first one that went wrong was a restaurant was closed. I called the customer to confirm the restaurant is closed. He was pissed off because, well, why does it say it's open on the DoorDash website if it's closed? I should have seen it was going to be closed before accepting it, because the address was on the boardwalk, and it's October and nothing on the boardwalk is open in Seaside. It's Seaside during this time, and it was like a breakfast place. So I actually had to unassign that order, and that goes against me. Then the customer gave me a 1-star rating because he was pissed because it was 30 minutes after the order that I called him. The other 2 times were the one other time was a non-partner restaurant for another Asian fusion place, restaurant in the mall. The customer ordered chicken. They ordered teriyaki on the app, but they really wanted to order hibachi on the app. Problem is, I went in there and I paid with the red card for teriyaki. The owner thinks I'm the one placing the order, picking up from me. He doesn't really care about DoorDash, so once I paid, I can't do anything, because then my card will get declined when they want to change. It's like, no, I need more money to make it hibachi. Then I have to call the customer up, explain to them the situation, and explain to them how hibachi is different than teriyaki. Luckily, I work in an Asian fusion restaurant, but that took 45 minutes to an hour for just $9. And that's where DoorDash is not worth it. Or it's not worth it to quit. Say you're working, if you want to get a part-time job at a restaurant at night, it's always, in the long run, it's going to be more money than DoorDash. because that, the 4 key stats. So I go from least important to most important. Your acceptance rate, which mine is 75%, is least important. That's just the number of orders you accept before that come to you. As long as that's over, I say like 50%, you're fine. Because you have to decline a lot of orders that are 20 miles away that they send you to the opposite side of the region for some reason. I don't know why they keep doing that. I guess they want to spread out the drivers. So my acceptance rate is 75%. Then I would say the third least important is on time or early. I don't know how low that can go before that becomes a problem. Mine's 97% out of the 85 deliveries I've taken. Only 2 have been late. The one was the Asian fusion place. I couldn't control that. That was like an hour, 45 minutes to get the food, and another 15 to 20 minutes to deliver it. So that was an over an hour delivery. The other time, the customer put in the wrong address, and I actually got there on time, barely. But you can't say it's delivered when the GPS says it's on the opposite side of town. So I hit slide the delivery, and support, that's another big thing. DoorDash does not give a crap about its customers or its drivers, really. It's great for being convenient, but when something goes wrong, they don't give a shit. So they sent me to the other side of town, and I hit delivery, like, nope, we can't verify you're in the right place. So I had to drive. So either I wait and try to get support, or drive 5 miles to where the GPS told me to say to deliver. And so I decided to wait and get on support saying I deliver this. They said, okay, we marked it delivered, but it still goes against your stats. There's no way of changing that. So I learned my lesson on that. Next time I'll just text the customer, and if I'll go to the GPS place first and then go to the customer's address, so that doesn't get marked against me. The one completion I didn't make out of 85 was the one where the restaurant was closed. I had to unassign it. There's nothing I could do. That also goes, if the restaurant's closed and you can't make delivery, that goes against your stats. And a new order, go to Taco Bell. Okay. The rating system. Okay, so I think I talked about the acceptance rate doesn't matter as much as long as it's over 50%. You have nothing really to worry about. On time or early, I really don't know how that factors in if the getting deactivated. The completion rate is really important. You can't be accepting orders and then get to the restaurant, it's going to take too long to make, I'm going to unassign it. Or you get to the, or if it's taking too long to make the food, or you don't like the payout after you see it, you don't like where you're going after you see it, you unassign it, you can't do that. So you got to have a 90% at least, or you could get in trouble. Customer rating, that is really strict. In the market I'm in, it has to be 4.5 or better. So say if you get an 89 on a test, that's like, it's a B+, that's passing. That's a really good grade, not according to DoorDash. DoorDash, if you have a 4.49, you can get deactivated, and they won't care. My customer rating is at 4.79. I've had 2. Well, the 1 star was from the one where I told the guy the restaurant was closed. I said that before. And I had another 1 star where I think Wendy's put pomegranate dressing in it instead of raspberry vinaigrette. I realized that afterwards. But I'm pretty sure they gave me a 1 star. But everyone else, I actually got down to 4.5 after like 25 deliveries, and since then it's just been going up because I have my own delivery bag. You see here, I have the utensils, the napkins, the plates, all the good stuff. I have 2 delivery bags actually, and I have a pizza bag. Believe it or not, people order pizza through DoorDash, even though the pizza place gives free delivery and you're paying $6 at least for DoorDash. But that's another story. I don't know why people do that. Now, is it worth to do? In my market, and my market specifically, I'll average about $14. Let's see, earnings. So I have $838 over, this doesn't include today, so over 81 deliveries, I think. So 81 deliveries, $838 for, let's see, 26 hours, 32 hours and 26, that is 58 and 11. So 69 hours for $838 is 69, 838, 10, 11. It's like $13 an hour, but then you got a minus, it's like 13, 14. Then you got a minus, it's a little off too. I wouldn't say 69 because some of that is that I signed on at my house in the morning waiting for an order, so I would probably actually say it's more like 65 hours for 838. So that's about 13, 14. Then you gotta subtract gas and stuff. That's probably $2 an hour off your hourly. So I'm averaging about $12 an hour, and I'm driving a Chevy Spark, which is like the perfect delivery car. If you're in any other car, it's probably $3 an hour you got to take off, 3 or 4, depending on what car you drive. Which means you're making $10 and it's taxed. So it's not really. It's definitely not good for a main job. It's better getting a minimum wage job and just having the benefit of not having to worry about your car breaking down. I didn't include cash tips in there, which is probably about $40 in cash tips. Also, that always bumps it up. But if something goes wrong, this is the best analogy. If something goes wrong, say you're working delivery at a pizza place on a Friday night. The delivery you're about to take, they burn the pie. Well, it's a busy place. You take the next delivery that's up. At DoorDash, you accept the delivery from a pizza place. They burn the pie. It's a Friday night. It's busy. You have to take that delivery. You're going to be absolutely screwed. That screws your night. Say it's 6 o'clock, it's a pizza, they make it real quick, it's a $10 payout, you'll be done in 20 minutes. Oh, they burnt the pizza, you got to wait another 20 minutes for that new pizza to be made. Well, what you can do is you can unassign it, but then you're screwed. You're absolutely, you can unassign it and then you wait for another order, but then you got to drive to another restaurant, which takes time too. And your stats go down. Your customer rating will go down. Probably your completion percentage will go down, and you don't want that. And then when stuff goes wrong, dealing with support in the Philippines with the accents, or Indian or Philippines, I don't know where it is. It's either India or the Philippines or customer support, and they don't care an ounce about you. They just care about their bottom line. It's a pain in the butt. That's why with the 2 mess ups, I just took the hit and dealt with it myself and tried to deal with the customer myself and not even go through support, because it's not even really worth the time. It's a pain in the butt. So all in all, would I recommend doing DoorDash? I didn't at this point either. Since it's on the books, you can't be doing unemployment and doing DoorDash on the side because it's on the books. Also, if you're on disability, I know a lot of guys that do under the table delivery jobs are on disability. That also work. Well, if you're on disability, you can't be saying you're doing a food delivery job, potentially carrying like 20 to 30 pounds of food when you have a bad back, that's not going to look good. So once you make over $600, you got to put it on your taxes. What else? So all in all, would I recommend it? I would recommend doing DoorDash. I do it 2 days a week because it was better than pizza. And the pizza place I was looking at was real slow, and it gives you great flexibility. But I wouldn't do DoorDash more than like one or 2 days a week. I mean, I wouldn't do it more than 30 hours because it's not worth the wear and tear in your car. Got an order. Taco Bell. See, like Taco Bell. I'm right by Taco Bell. Wendy's, $10. Actually, this is actually a really good one. $10 to go 2.5 miles. See, people don't like going to Taco Bell because it's not partnered and you got to order yourself and check all the items yourself. But that's a good one for $10. And back to this.